Hi, guys. Welcome to the Bitching Dead. We are your hosts, Bekah, Farid, and Tara. We're a webcast from the minds at the Geeky Area, and we're here to bitch about stuff and things with Farmer Rick because somebody has to do it. If you've not seen episodes 7 to 8 of The Walking Dead, season 11, and episode 2 of The World Beyond, season 2, please turn back now. We are not responsible for any spoilers for these shows that you may hear. We did warn you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we've lost him.
Farid, you are breaking up terribly. Hold
Tara.
on, I'll read the thing.
Okay.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, that's hilarious because we've never actually made it into a podcast. So what alternate universe are you living in? Please remember that it is recorded live, so we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties, which are literally happening as I speak, or accidental, or far more likely, intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead. Also, we'd like to remind you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the Geeky Area or the webcast itself as a whole. I feel like we need to edit the disclaimer because, like, I guess we probably need to say, because we're part of the Geeky Area, that they don't represent the Geeky Area, but at the same time, we're like the only people who watch this show anymore.
Yeah. We actually, so Farid is usually our news guy, but unfortunately he seems to be having some technical difficulties resulting in intentional swears, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, we can talk. Farid will have to touch on the ratings because he's way more on top of that. But so apparently, there are 3 batches of episodes for this series. This season, I mean,
3 batches.
3 batches, yeah. So this is the first set of 8. So this wasn't a mid-season finale.
Oh.
It was a third season finale.
Wait, really? We're getting 3? Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So I don't know if this is like new news or what. But yeah, so the second set of 8 episodes comes on February 20th, 2022. And then the third and final set of 8 episodes is going to happen later next year. I'm going to hazard a guess with them not starting the second, third until February, that we're probably going to be getting, it's probably going to happen like it did with this season, where it's going to start in maybe August, but possibly as late as October. So it's vague, apparently, just as later in 2022. But
I keep seeing news about the Rick movies, and I'm like, nobody cares.
You're seeing news about them? Because
yes.
I haven't seen a single thing about them.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of news. Anyway, I think we actually have to read back. Maybe. Nope, he's frozen again.
He was there for a second, and now he's gone again. No, Farid, restart your router. So yeah, no, I mean, I think we talked about this. Farid and I might have talked about it in our last webcast, or we might have talked about it in the live watch that we did of episode 2, because I know I've talked about it with you guys, or with at least Farid, but I was wondering how the heck they were going to wrap everything up in just 16 episodes. And I thought, hey, okay, maybe it's going to be, a longer season, because they started so early for season 11, starting in August or whatever, maybe there'll be 10 episodes per set or something. But no, 3 8-episode sets. So there's 24 episodes in this season. My God, just
end it, please. We are ready for this show to die. Just end it for us.
We're going to talk about, what happened in the, I guess, third season, the first third finale. I don't know. You can't even call it that. I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. But the big bad, quote unquote, current big bad, other than the Commonwealth, is kind of gone-ish.
Well,
so it's like
I don't feel like it's actually gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this time now to talk about it because I'm gonna forget. So I think that it's a big, huge, major spoiler here. The big bad leader of the Reapers was named Pope. They called him Pope. And by the way, he sounded so Southern. I was so convinced that he was 100% an actor from the South. No, he's from England. And but I think that now that he's dead, I think Leah is going to become the tour de force or the next big bad. Either that or she's just going to kind of step away because she doesn't really have beef with them other than Daryl, breaking her heart.
Yeah, wah. You broke my heart, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about it, later. Well, I guess I'm gonna look up the Walking Dead season. Oops, if I could spell season 11 ratings.
Oh wait, there he is.
Okay,
just the right time.
We talked a little bit about the fact that there's 3 sets of 8 episodes. So because I was like, I don't know what the ratings are, so that's on you.
But yeah, I mean, the 3 sets of 8 episodes, it's giving me Steven Universe flashbacks. I'm like, you guys are releasing episodes in batches for some reason, maybe to hype up.
No,
he's gone. We should just make up our own ratings. What if we make up our own ratings? Approximately 12 people watch these past. Actually, okay, I will say that I have not actually been mad at The Walking Dead. Like this season, there have been some really stupid moments. However, I am, dare I say, slightly impressed with these newer episodes that are coming out. Like maybe it's because I really love Newberry. Was it called Newberry?
Woodbury.
Thank you, Woodbury. I knew that wasn't right. Because yeah, I know I actually really liked Woodbury and like the idea behind Woodbury. So I think that we've been seeing part of the Commonwealth, which is slightly unsettling in a way, and I can't put my finger on why it's unsettling. Probably because we've had so many of these like false utopias before, and we all know what happens.
Yeah. Although to be fair, Woodbury was on such a smaller scale.
Yeah. Like, where is the Commonwealth supposed to be?
Okay, I changed up my device, so hopefully I'm back. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Where is the Commonwealth supposed to be?
I don't think we know exactly, but I get based on like the way they traveled, I feel like it's probably